Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, and today we have I'm going to call it scary news. And I'm going to go in depth as to why I think that is. But over the weekend, I think it was on Friday, Diamond Comics got hit with a ransomware attack. So,
Oh, it's the worst.
it's the worst is right, Rach. What Rach, when she was director of a drug and alcohol treatment program in New York City, uh, her program got hit with a ransomware attack. And here's the thing: you're pretty much screwed. And they've been doing this to local governments. They've been doing this to big corporations. They've been doing this to small companies. The firm that Rach worked for wasn't the hugest. Okay, it wasn't like it was a gold mine, silver, maybe electrum. It wasn't making all that much money, and yet they were asking, I believe, six figures to in cyber currency to unlock. So here, let's see. Let's
And there's never a guarantee that the shit can be unlocked either.
Right, and there's never a guarantee that they it could be unlocked, but there's no guarantee that they're going to unlock it for you.
Well, that or that the files would even still be intact.
Right, and here's the other thing too. Um, when your files are hacked, right, it means you no longer control them; somebody else does. In this case, it was medical information, right, with the organization that Rich is working for. In the case of Diamond, it is, I am sure, the corporate information of every company, every store, every chain that gets deliveries from Diamond. I'm sure their information is in the hands of a third party. So this came out November 8th, which I guess is earlier today. As many of you know, we are currently experiencing systems issues affecting our order process and communications. Our IT department and a team of third party experts are working around the clock to address these issues and restore full operations. We've determined that the system issues we're experiencing are the result of a ransomware attack. Listen, it isn't hard to figure out you're suffering from a ransomware attack because the person that's doing the ransomware attack or the group tells you, hey, we're doing a ransomware attack.
Well, that's the only thing you can basically see on your
computer.
file.
Yeah. It's like, hey, it's a big fuck you. Give us money if you ever want to see your shit again. These attacks have, unfortunately, become increasingly pervasive in recent months. I'm going to say recent years. I think that's an understatement. Impacting organizations around the world. We want to assure you that customer data and financial information is not stored on our network, and as such, we have no reason to believe it has been impacted by this attack. All right, we'll take them at their word. In addition to the investigation underway by our team of third-party forensic experts, we've also notified law enforcement. Rach can tell you how much law enforcement gives a flying fuck. Absolutely, they give generally no fucks. Because there's not much they can do. Really. Most of these ransomware attacks are coming from outside the United States. And, you basically, you need a hacker to track down a hacker. While some of our systems remain down, rest assured we are continuing to ship product and fill orders to the greatest extent we can. Our retailer services portal is online and available for FOC this evening and tomorrow. Thank you for your patience as we work to restore full operations as quickly as possible. We're grateful for your support, and we will share updates with you as we have them. This is from Bleeding Cool. But now, go to Bleeding Cool later today. While we continue to work to bring communications back online, we will be using Aweber, a third-party email provider, for regular communications going forward. Okay, so that would lead one to believe that perhaps their email server is how they got hacked. I don't know. A third-party email provider for regular communications going forward, Diamond Daily, Product announcements and updates, shipping notifications, and other final communications will be sent using this system. You will receive an opt-in email to subscribe to these updates. Okay. And then they say, well, due to the system issues we're experiencing, some customer shipments of product with an on-sale date of November 10th will be delayed. Now notice that some is very, that's a very wide term. But hey, enough about Diamond. Let's go to another company that is not in the hobby, not even adjacent to the hobby, but we've all heard about recently because what was that? Oh yeah, GameStop, right? When that GameStop stock. Robinhood. Robinhood is where all that stuff, everybody was buying that stuff initially through like Robinhood. Robinhood says a hacker who tried to extort the company got access to data for 7 million customers. No social security or bank card numbers were accessed, the company said. Trading platform Robinhood said Monday that personal information for more than 7 million customers was accessed during a data breach on November 3rd. The company said in a news release that it does not appear that social security number does not appear, by the way. They're not saying it didn't happen. They're saying it doesn't appear. So they can't even say with surety that social security numbers, bank account numbers, or debit numbers were exposed. And they said that no customers have had financial loss due to the incident. So this got hacked on the 3rd, and we're on the 8th, and no customers have reported a financial loss due to the incident. So we're good, right? We're all good. Think about it, folks. Think about our hobby. Now, Robinhood's a big target. Certainly. Diamond's a big target. Rachel's company was not a big target. It was a target of opportunity. All right? And listen, we've seen retailer sites of some of our, larger third-party publishers go down because the damn software crashed, right? And they've been down sometimes for a week or longer because of software issues. Imagine what's going to happen. And again, I'm not throwing aspirations anywhere. I'm not pointing fingers. But imagine what will happen if, OneBookshelf got hit with a hacker, or they got hit with ransomware. All right? What's the worst that can happen? They're going to get your PDF files? Well, no, some of you have your PayPal information there, right? Some of you have your banking information there with a credit card. That's how you make the purchases, right? Some of you get paid, like me, right? And they have my social security information. This stuff is out there, and I'm not saying, and I'm mentioning OneBookshelf because that is the hub of this hobby to a large extent. But it can happen at Paizo, right? Paizo does a lot of mail order. It can happen at Goodman. It can happen at Frog God. It can happen at so many places, big and small. And honestly, these hacks happen all the time. Your exposure is getting larger and larger. And I don't know what the solution is. Trust me, if I knew what the solution would be, I'd be a multi-million, if not a multi-billionaire. I don't have that solution. But I would suggest to all my listeners that you check your credit reports at least quarterly and see if anything weird, any accounts being opened up, because really there isn't that much that is needed to take what is yours or what could be yours, right? Take credit in your name besides, social security information and maybe at most some social engineering on a email or a phone call or online chat, right? Think about it. Think about it. I mean, these are two large companies, 7 million customers at Robinhood, and they got hacked. All right. This is a company that you can say probably had top tier protection for their systems, and somebody got through. And I can almost guarantee you somebody got through because somebody opened up an email they shouldn't have. All right. We've all seen this. We've all heard this. This happened, oh my God, probably close to 10, 12 years ago when I was working in NYPD. One of my fellow sergeants opened up an email on her AOL account that happened to have a virus, which then infected our whole bureau. I mean, thankfully, it was it was one of those viral programs that was just there to fuck with things. So it fucked with things, and then they were able to finally shut everything down. And I think we were down for like a day and a half before they were able to fix that, and then it became no accessing personal emails from your work computers. Um, it's out there. It's something that you as a consumer, you as an individual, you as somebody who has value attached to your name and your credit, you got to keep an eye on. So, again, uh, I'm not endorsing any of these credit protection services at all. I am saying that you should review your your credit score, your credit history, probably quarterly. That might suffice for the vast majority of us. We're not worth a lot of money. There's a lot to steal. But weasel words. I'm sorry. Weasel words when you say that no customers have had financial loss due to the incident. What's missing from that statement is at this time. All right. You can't tell me the information of 7 million customers. And I, you know what? I have a Robinhood account that I've never used. So I am quite sure I'm one of those 7 million customers. Going to be keeping an eye on my credit report and see if there's any activity that I personally am not attached to, even though it'll be attached to my social security number. All right, just some things to think about, folks. As always, we are in the midst of the world of the pandemic. What does that mean? It means use your common sense. All right, I'm not saying get vaxxed. I am not saying wear a mask. I'm not saying any of that shit. Okay, I am saying talk to a medical professional that you trust, that knows your medical history, that knows and whatever comorbidities you may or may not have, and listen to their advice. Okay, I happen to be vaxxed because I have comorbidities coming out the ass, and potential side effects of a vaccine that isn't well known, without weighed by the fact that I have enough comorbidities that they could probably kill me on their own. They don't need COVID-19 to help them. So I'm with the facts. I'm not recommending anything, though, aside from common sense and talking to a medical professional. Be safe, be well, God bless. Roll those dice, and please, please track your credit. Track the activity that is going on with your social security number. All right. I am sure that 7 million Robinhood customers are suddenly going to be getting some kind of service for the next 2 years to protect them against use of their potentially stolen information. And that means that 2 years in a day is when that information is going to be valuable on the dark web. All right, folks. Good luck. God bless. Laters.